Right now. Mic check. Yeah, microphone champion. Yeah, Hugo the pundit, Hugo the savage, Hugo the streamer. Yeah, the boy Hugo the savage. I'm back right now. Yeah, you man thought. You thought I had no energy. I got bare energy right now. The crash ain't come yet, but the crash will come very soon. Let me know in the chat. Can man hear me? Yeah, can everyone hear me? Hear me? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm unmuted. This can't be a thing, bro. Can you hear me? Pussy holes, bro. Picking up the thing. Can you hear me right now? Can everybody hear me right now? Let me know right now, bro. I need the demon team to stand up. But where's the mods at? Yeah. We're here. What's good, guys? Your boy Hugo the Savage back again. Can you hear me? Some man said yeah, some man said no. Let me know, because you man are twisting me up right now. You're twisting me up right now. Some man are saying they can hear me, and some are saying they can't, bro. I feel like I'm being trolled, bro. I'll RKO some people through tables right now. I need the trusted to let me know. Can't be here talking, wasting man's breath. I'm low on energy and that, bro. I'm trying to get through right now. Let me know. Okay, Ashton said, yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, bloodline settings. Acknowledge me. All of that. All of that. All right, what's everybody saying, man? How's everybody feeling? We're coming off the back of one of the dopest Royal Rumbles I've seen in a long, long time. Honestly, no gas. I had fun. I know some people didn't like it. That's fine. Everyone's got their own, everyone got their own opinions on stuff. Maybe I think your opinion's trash, but that's fine. It's all love. That's what opinions are for, but like assholes, everyone's got them. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. I'm gassed, bro, because it was good vibes and that. My son's out there watching Royal Rumble right now, bro. I'm kind of jealous. I have to jump off later and then go watch it again because I think it was dope, man. And we know about that big boy storyline. There's a couple of them running all the way through, and we'll cut through this as well. But yeah, that storyline, this storyline, just all of those men take a round of applause and that, give you a pat on yourself on the back and that. But we're gonna cut through every match. We're going for a good time, not a long time. But you know how Savage does, we might end up here for a long time still. But hopefully not, bro. You know what I mean? Nice hour and that, nice 45 and that. You get me? But yeah, man, it's dope. Ashton, let's allow the negativity, bro. The botching business, it's all good, man. I only care about them kind of botches when I recognize it while I'm watching it. If it's botches that people tell me after, or this was meant to happen and it didn't happen, I don't really care. They're made up for a lot. If you make up for a botch in the moment, is it really a botch anymore? You know, kind of like when Kevin Owens tried to do the moonsault thing and slipped. You can call that a botch, but you got back up, mashed Roman up, and then did it again. All of a sudden, it's not a botch anymore. It's somebody who, that's what happens in real fights. That's what wrestling's there for. It's to suspend belief and almost replicate some kind of real fight in a real combat sport. And in a real fight, people slip over, bro. You get me? So that's what happens, man. But I'm gonna get to the chat, and then what I'm gonna do is I've sectioned off all the matches. There was only 5 matches anyway. We'll go through. We'll save the main event. We'll do in order of the matches last night. Actually, that's probably a better idea. And yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. And then obviously you guys can chime in as well. We're gonna try keep it on the match that we're specifically talking about. So if everyone makes comments about matches we're not talking about, I'm not going to answer them comments because it's going to take us backwards, and then we're going to keep talking about the same thing. So first of all, big up everyone who's done the mic check for me, bruv. I'm going to run for everyone. Big up Ashton. Big up Endsman, of course, man, was only just doing the stream. Big up Love for Basketball. Big up Sports Capital. Big up Ravi, John Conway, Khalid. Where else are we? Big up Anna, of course, legend out here. I think I've covered everyone there. I don't want to be rude and miss anyone out, bro. But, some people that like bitches, and it. Big up Dark Ops, and that he was the first one on today, bro. So big up to you, bro. You're a top driller still every time, and that. Get some of these questions real quick. Robbie Savage, did you get the skinny jeans like Braun Strowman? I've never wore skinny jeans in my life, to be fair, man. No disrespect to anyone who wears them and that, bro, but nah, bruv, no skinny jeans for me, bruv. What do you think will happen with Jey Uso? No, again, we're gonna cover that in when we talk about Roman and the Usos in the bloodline. At least Becky wasn't winning the Rumble. Yeah, me and my mate got a noise complaint last night. Hey, man, wife or whatever you and your mate was doing, but you get me. Love for basketball. Good to see you doing streams again. Yeah, man, I appreciate the love, man. I've been getting DMs and stuff about me coming back and doing streams and that. I've been getting DMs of people I don't know as well. So it's always good to, get people in. I decided this week, anyone who done my preview knows how much I decided to go all in with the wrestling again. I think without like pushing my own button and all that stuff, and I think there's a space for what I do in this. I'm not saying I'm the only one who does streams, but there's a certain I don't know, man. There's a certain look and texture to people who do this wrestling thing, and I don't really fit that mold and that. But obviously, because I'm cool in it. That's what I'm saying. I'm cool, and all the other ones look like tampon boys and that, bruv. You know what I mean, bruv? The one say because I just look cool in the t-shirt, but a couple of men got the bean stains and that, and the sausage roll stains all over the top, bruv. You know what I mean? With the long greasy hair and that, bruv. Nah, bruv, not me, bruv. I can go clubbing in this top, bruv, and draw two things right now. You get me? Right then. Let's get into this. What match did we start with yesterday? We kicked off with the men's Royal Rumble. There's not a graphic for the men's Royal Rumble, so we just go with this graphic right here. Men's Royal Rumble match. First match of the card. I have to say, man, I was just talking about this with my son. Quite incredible that while I was watching this match, it was getting to the latter stages, and I actually forgot that it was the first match. It felt like it was the last one. That's how good it was at the time. Now, straight off the bat, I enjoyed it. I think if I'm correct, we kicked off with Gunther in the match. Kind of who I predicted to be in the beginning, to be fair. I thought that was cold. He obviously made it towards the end as well. A lot of people were saying, I say a lot of people, I'll just make this statement about wrestling fans. It's not that, you can't be a fan. I'm not trying to tell people how to be a fan. I always just try and give advice just on the way that you can see stuff so it doesn't depress people so much, because every pay-per-view what happens, because I'm not a person who runs to the rumors and stuff like that, and I literally avoid them at all costs, bro. I avoid them at all costs. So when people are like, oh, it's out there, surely you would know. I really don't know. I'm on Twitter at I probably touch my Twitter twice a day, which is in the morning, just to see if any of the people that I talk to have posted anything in terms of videos and stuff. And then in the evening, I don't touch anything else. I remember before I used to have Savage Talks Wrestling Twitter page and that, and I've just got one Twitter page now. And I do like being on there, man. It's all right because I get to meet people and talk to people and that, but it's a bit of a toxic place, and I'm a bad man in real life, but not online and that, because I'll just punch man up, so I'm not really on that. But I can avoid all those stuff now. People who are disappointed about things from the chat last night tends to be the people that were saying, oh, this is rubbish, there's no Rock. Oh, this is rubbish, blah, blah's not there. And basically that means to me is that, you didn't think The Rock was going to be there until you saw the rumor that The Rock was going to be there. And because you saw the rumor, you got your hopes up. And because you got your hopes up, all of a sudden Cody potentially winning, which we all thought was going to happen, wasn't good enough for you now. And, Stone Cold turning up because it's Texas isn't good enough for you now. Whereas if you just avoided the rumors in the first place, or took them with a pinch of salt and said, listen, some of these blue tick guys do know what they're talking about. Some of them are just getting the rumors themselves from somebody in the company. Because they're not all bums. Like, they do have inside information, because when I watched the press conference after, a lot of those ones from Twitter were in the actual building. But out of the 7 that were in the building, there's like another 700 online that don't know what they're talking about. It's very easy to get things spinning on Twitter, and it disappoints people. So for me, I wasn't disappointed one bit. I really didn't think he was going to get The Rock there anyway, off the back of Rock's going to turn up. This geezer's like a supreme athlete, bro. He's going to sort himself out before he turns up in that ring. Didn't expect to see Austin there either, because Austin Roman Reigns makes no sense to me at all. The person I expected to win the Royal Rumble won the Royal Rumble. But the being predictable is not always a bad thing, as long as the story's told right, and the story was told perfect. And once Cody came out, I was very excited. The fact that he came out number 26, I think maybe. So it means he didn't have as much to do as everybody else, but he still had Gunther to deal with, who lasted the whole Rumble. I think it was Gunther and Sheamus first, if I'm correct, and obviously they had previous on SmackDown. And throughout this Royal Rumble, I'm gonna have to get the list up so I can jog and remember. But throughout this Royal Rumble, there was alliances built. So there's alliance with Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. There's obviously the New Day in there. There was the Judgment Day. The you know what I mean. There's when you build them kind of rapports and stuff like that, it's kind of easy to get through these Royal Rumble matches. But it's not always a bad thing at all. I really don't think it is. So I was interested, and I think what they did very well in this particular Royal Rumble was they really focused on building storylines throughout. Because the other Royal Rumbles, like the men's Royal Rumble last year, was absolutely terrible. Let me see list entrance, because they didn't build any stories. There was a story built through this all the way through. All the way through, there was stories. So I was happy about that. I'll get to the comment section and we'll cut through the different stories that have been built and where it goes from here, because obviously this is all to lead on to WrestleMania. We are on the road to WrestleMania now. We have Elimination Chamber in between, and then we have WrestleMania. Shout out to myself, my preview and my prediction show. Everything I said, pretty spot on, to be fair. But I didn't say it in a saw rumors and stuff. I think we all kind of done. I'll give it to everyone. A lot of people said Cody and Rhea to win, and that's what happened. We all knew Bray was going to win. That happened. We all knew Bianca was going to win. That happened. But the way certain things happened, I knew that was going to happen with. And I said that KO and Sammy at the Elimination Chamber, that's where they team up properly, because see what's going to happen now. So, Love for Basketball says, you make everything entertainment. Thank you very much. Big up Buzz. Big up Savage. It says, need to give this man his own TV show. Big up Ends, man. That's love, bro. Savage, you would love that channel I told you about, wrestling. Gab like you, they don't fit in the mold. Oh, you did say that still. I think I actually checked them out, but I didn't send them a message or anything like that. So maybe I should send them a message. Wrestling fans can be very toxic. Yeah, they can. Gunther killed it in the Royal Rumble. He was amazing. It's just for entertainment. Yeah. I don't have to because of negativity. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I feel the same. Sami Zayn gonna cook now. Been since in the scene. Yeah, man. Back from when he was when Kevin Steen and Sami Zayn was running things, bro. So, man, Ravi had me killing me with the dumpling thing. But I think I've got the list here. Go on Fightful Select and see if they got the list of people in the Rumble. Oh, they have, but they've got it in flipping Twitter form, man. I don't want it in Twitter form. I want an actual list, bro. Flipping out. Listen. Okay, I think we got the picture now anyway. So, in this Royal Rumble, one of the main storylines, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar entered this Royal Rumble, and he came in, he threw his weight around, he tossed a couple of men out of the ring. Not far after that, we had the arrival of Bobby Lashley. I think it was 2 places after Bobby Lashley got into the ring, and yeah, we knew that Bobby Lashley. Well, I said that I'm sure that Bobby Lashley's going to come in and get rid of Brock Lesnar, which he did in quite quick fashion, by the way. Now, obviously, they've got a recurring storyline. They've had a couple of matches. They had the match at Crown Jewel where Brock Lesnar won, but Bobby battered him. Then we had Brock costing Bobby the United States title. So the story's built there. We get a trilogy. Is it going to happen at Elimination Chamber? Possibly. I would say, because we don't use Brock all the time, I would wait for WrestleMania and have that as the WrestleMania card. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley in maybe a steel cage match or a Hell in a Cell match. Add something to it. You know what I mean? These men can just go through it, or have a Falls Count Anywhere match. I wouldn't be mad at that either, to be honest. I think it could be good. So that's very interesting with them. Also, throughout that match, obviously we had the return of Cody Rhodes. There's so much stories between that with him and Seth Rollins. Seth had obviously beat him up before, tore his pectoral muscle. Then the day after on Raw, stuck a kendo stick into it, hit him with a sledgehammer, and put him out of action for a very long time. Now, I was not worried, but I was saying that Seth Rollins over the last 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks, has been a babyface, and the fans react to him as a babyface as well. So what that does is, I was thinking, was Cody going to come back as a heel or anything like that? But once his music hit, you kind of realize that no, he's not going to come back as a heel. But what he is going to do is he's going to come in and have one of the matches of his life because that's what Cody does. And he did that, and I really enjoyed it. In the end, he didn't get rid of Seth. There was parts in this match where they had to work together against Gunther and Braun Strowman and people like this. And what actually ended up happening is the number 29 entrance, Logan Paul, came in and threw Seth out. And Seth's currently not in that title picture for Austin Theory's title. And I smell Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. I really do. Now, you guys can let me know what you think, but I honestly think that Logan Paul and Seth Rollins are gonna, smash it up at WrestleMania. But surely Logan can't win. Seth is the wrestler. But yeah. Ravi says Savage cracked me up. The Booker T got carted straight. Oh, brother, it killed me. There's another one with Ravi. We got the arrival of Booker T in this match. I was so excited to see him. It lasted about 30 seconds. In fact, he didn't. It lasted a minute because he done the spinner Rooney and then got thrown out the ring. But we were fine with that. I think he got thrown out. Did he get thrown out by Austin Theory? Was it somebody like that he got thrown out by? I think it was. Savage, it's good that Becky isn't winning the Rumble, getting a title shot and getting some. Yeah, someone new like Rhea Ripley. I agree. But I thought KO was sick. Yeah. But yeah, it's very interesting, man. We had the New Day in there. They seem to go for the New Day spot where they teased that they were going to fight each other in the Rumble because they've got everyone down. And then they've done their normal weird twerking stuff, which is a bit weird sometimes. They got to stop that. They got eliminated. Xavier got big booted off and kind of sacrificed himself for Kofi. When Kofi got knocked off the apron, he fell into the chair, which looked like it was perfectly placed there. So it seemed to me that he was going to get knocked off, fall onto the chair, and then roll his way back in. But the chair fell over. His foot did stay up, so both feet didn't touch the floor. But they didn't really do anything about it. And I have to say, I'm quite happy they didn't, because by doing that means that we would never know until somebody releases it, of course, that it was a natural botch. And on top of that, it makes things look more realistic, because is it realistic for someone to get thrown out of a ring every time and find some way to get back in? It's fun for us. There's only so much you can do. We've watched him run off the barricade, we've watched him do the pogo stick, handstand on Big E's back. It's you know what I mean? There's only so much you can do. So I'm all right with Kofi on that one. Had Elias in the air, came in with the guitar, smashed it over someone's head. I can't remember who that was. We're carrying Cross in this match as well. It was dope, man. We did have an entrance from Rey Mysterio around number 17, I think, and he didn't come out. And once he didn't come out, I think we all guessed what happened. I thought they were going to show a clip of backstage. Two places later, Dominic comes out, and he comes out with his dad's lucha mask on, which his dad obviously told him that he will one day give it to him. And he was trying to tear it up. Now, this was quite funny to me because Dominic was trying to do the gangster thing and tear the mask up, but he's not strong enough to tear the mask up in it. So it took him the whole entrance. There's a long entrance ramp, by the way, but it took him a long time to tear it apart on the way down to the ring, which I found quite hilarious, if I must say so. But that was Dominic. But Dominic did stay in the ring quite long. He was great as a heel. He's really improving as a wrestler. People don't like him. That's a good thing. People like Austin Theory as well. People don't like. It's a good thing. Heel. I like it, man. So I wasn't mad at that at all. We got down to the end of the match. Seth had been taken out by Logan. There was Logan. There's Gunther. There was Cody Rhodes. There was a spot in this match where Ricochet and Logan were on opposite sides of the ring, and you couldn't tell the audible of what they were actually saying, but it was along the lines of like, I do this, you know what I mean? This flipping stuff, this gymnastic stuff, I do this. And they both springboard crossbodied at the exact same time. And they met in the middle of the ring in the air and collided torso to torso. It was an impressive spot. It looked very painful. It looked amazing cinematically wise. I thought it was incredible. I cannot lie. It was pretty dope. So big up to them too for that. I thought that there was something to do with Logan and this injury, because he said that he might be out forever and I'm done. But then WWE didn't mention it. I thought that'd be weird. So he got away with that one. In the end, we had once Logan had been removed from the ring, and we had Gunther and Cody Rhodes left in the ring. Yeah, we know what happened there. We pretty much got a 10-minute singles match, maybe a little bit longer, and it was great. They went back and forth. Both people were doing finishers. They were on the top rope. They were hanging over the side. And then eventually Gunther went to put him out, and he kind of hooked his legs around his neck and flipped him out of the ring. And Cody Rhodes won the match. And we'll go on now to WrestleMania to pick. Well, I say to pick, he's got to fight Roman Reigns because that's who's got the title. But something could happen in between that. We've got Elimination Chamber coming up. We know that as well. So could change a few things. But I'm not mad at it at all, man. Cody Rhodes, big up to him. It's been a long road. I know people think that he don't deserve it based on him coming back to the WWE. But if you take his wrestling career as a whole and being in the WWE, the man definitely deserves it. Big up to him. And I think he's going to put on a great spectacle. And I think we've got something to look forward to over the next, we're in February, March, 8 weeks, 9 weeks. I think we've got something to look forward to. He's pretty good on the mic as well. So I'm here for that. I gotta give props to Johnny Gargano for lasting nearly 30 minutes, but I'm disappointed no Dexter Loomis or Carmelo Hayes. That's fair enough. Same as Small when Booker T did the spin of Rooney, that made me laugh. I expected Men's Raw to be first. I knew it was going to be first only because they announced it just before the show started. Kind of gathered with Roman and Sammy. So moving on from there, we had, was it the women's match? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, if I'm wrong, I might be wrong. I don't think I am. So I think we had Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss next up in this match. It was the Raw Women's Championship on the line. I'm going to say that for this particular match, as much as the match was good, it was, the crowd was kind of flat within this segment. They didn't do anything wrong in the ring. I thought both women were great, but they just kind of didn't have it. It felt like a Raw match. And if it was a Raw match, it would have been a great Raw match, but this is Royal Rumble. So I pretty much think that with what was going on between Alexa and Uncle Howdy and all that stuff going forward. In fact, this wasn't the next match, but we're going to go this one anyway. Just remembered it wasn't. But I think that people are so intent on inspecting something to do with Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt that they kind of didn't give a damn about Alexa versus Bianca Belair because they assumed that Bianca would win anyway. They went back and forth. It did finish in a. There was a weird part where, if you remember, that Alexa said previously that she doesn't need Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy to tear Bianca's face, skin off her face or whatever. And she, at one moment, she tried to Sister Abigail, it got reversed, and then she tried to claw the face of Bianca, and she got caught. And then Bianca reversed it, put her in a KOD. 1, 2, 3, Bianca retains, and we was kind of there. But then they left Alexa in the ring. The Titantron goes off. We get the screen change, and it shows a jungle gym. It shows a park area with the swing. Then it starts to see Uncle Howdy, and it starts showing Alexa from the Funhouse. Alexa in the ring at WrestleMania. And pretty much Uncle Howdy was saying to her, you think you're in control. That's all he kept saying, because clearly if you was in control, you would have won that match. But when I'm in control, you would, you know what I mean? So there was planting the seed there for her to say, listen, you need to come to the dark side and accept it, because without me, you can't do anything. And it does seem like that based off what happened with Alexa Bliss before. So that's kind of what happened there. Lights went off and then we moved on from that match anyway. Is it? I think with that one though, it's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame, that match, because I think there's a lot they could have done better in this match. There's a lot they could have done better. I think the women were always going to put on a great wrestling match because both are dope, but I think I would have injected something else, or would have had a stipulation in this match to change it. Maybe false count anywhere, so we could have, changed of scenery. But we didn't get that. I'm not disappointed in the match itself, but the story around it didn't. It flattered to deceive a little bit. So I think on this match, if I was to rate it, maybe probably go out like I don't know if it's going to do out of 5. I'll probably do 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 2.5 out of 5, maybe. You know what I mean? Even marks. I feel kind of bad saying that because, as I said, I enjoyed watching the ladies wrestle, but that's what we got with that one. So, what we'll do go from there, we'll go to this incredible spectacle. Yeah, this was dope. This was really good. This was the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, is what they called it. I think that's what they called it. I ain't mad at it, man. I was mad that it was called the Mountain Dew. I think that's the only thing I had a problem with. But uh, yeah, we didn't know what to expect in terms of images and the lighting because it's called a pitch black match. Now, the one thing I'm going to say about this match straight away is it wasn't pitch black. So that's one thing to say. It just wasn't pitch black at all. Um, but was it good? Yes. Was it a spectacle? Yes. Is Bray Wyatt amazing? Yes. Is LA Knight amazing? Yes. The entrance, let's talk about the entrance for a start. Well, we get the smoke, we get the door for Bray Wyatt. Um, no one really knows what to expect and what's coming next. And then Bray walks out in slightly new attire, kind of like a short tank top version of like a ministry, the leather strapping and stuff like that. It's got leather braces on it. Then we get the visual on his face. Now we can tell straight away that his eyes look striking. They look like something's changed and something has changed. What was revealed on his eyes was that he looked like he had these yellowish contacts in, almost like eyes of the fiend, but not really the fiend. It's pretty damn impressive. And then when we get in the ring, like they've got neon lights all around. I don't know if I got a picture here of the neon lights in the stadium. There's a few pictures here, but we'll get to that, I guess. But yeah, neon lights in the stadium, neon lights at the side of the ring. The thing I didn't like was the Mountain Dew logo in the middle of the ring. I get that it's a sponsored match though, and I think the Mountain Dew drink is called Pitch Black as well. I think that's where they got the idea for it. If that is the case, that's pretty smart. I can't be mad at it. The only problem is that, like, you know, it's Mountain Dew. At one point, you guys will have to let me know in the comment section. I was trying to figure out, did Bray Wyatt have like a Mountain Dew logo on his arm? Because it felt like he did. Um, I'm not trying to be a jackass or anything like that, but it really felt like he had a Mountain Dew sign on his arm, which was a bit off-putting for me. But he was dope. He didn't change his wrestling style for this at all. He was still like the same Bray Wyatt, just obviously in a different attire. The match, we had like glowing kendo sticks and there was glow in the dark paint on Bray Wyatt, so we had all of the tattooing in glow in the dark. Obviously, LA Knight wore glow in the dark pants and shoes and knee pads as well to emphasize what was going on in the ring. And Bray Wyatt he also had some like golden fangs. I think they were gold, but it was dark. He had some fangs, which looked pretty cool, like a vampire. They lit up the announce table and put a Royal Rumble sign on that as well. And then they had these like Mountain Dew little flakes. So when Bray went to take stuff off the table, the flakes went everywhere, and it made it like there's fireflies. And alongside the announce table and the regular tables, what you put people through, it had Bray Wyatt's logo multicolored on it. And as they went through the stadium, they had multicolors on it. So Bray Wyatt wins this match with Sister Abigail. The match goes pretty fast, to be honest. I think that was the plan the whole time. Then Bray kind of switches and then follows LA Knight throughout the crowd, and they get to that side crowd area where there's normally a stage and some steps. LA Knight's trying to beat Bray with this kendo stick, what's glowing, and it's not affecting him at all. By the time they get up on this stage, he gets the mandible claw on him, chokes him out. Um, and what follows is pretty dope because he looks up and Uncle Howdy's standing there. Now, I'm gonna say what I think happened here. If I'm correct, I think we've got this clip here. Have we got him standing there? We don't have him standing there. But Uncle Howdy was standing there. Bray was with open arms, and it felt like to me that he's embraced the darker side. He's let Uncle Howdy in, and he's agreed that, you know, I need help. I need him in control of me as well. And once he agreed with that, it felt like Uncle Howdy was no longer needed and sacrificed himself. And by sacrificing himself, he jumped off the stage, which you can see in this clip right here. See Bray Wyatt standing there, head down, staring at LA Knight. And that is Uncle Howdy with the big boy elbow drop off the top of the stage. And he lands through. And when he lands, sparks fly, flames go up, LA Knight's there. And yeah, Uncle Howdy's no more. And pretty damn impressive. Pretty damn impressive. He finished like that. As you can see, there's the logo on the production boxes as well of Bray Wyatt. And yeah, as I said, it felt like he sacrificed himself. Also, what's pretty cool is when that happened and Bray looked up, which I thought I had the images for. I don't know if they're just not letting me download it, but when he looked up, there was the puppets from the funhouse, and they were all looking down, all of them. It was the ones that we got at WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania? What did he return at? What was it? SummerSlam Survivor Series, one of those. Whenever Bray returned, we got that, or Extreme Rules, we got that. That's what we got, them puppets. And yeah, man, I have to say, pretty dope. Pretty dope. Visually looked great. The match, average, but the whole spectacle around it, very good. If I have to go for this one, I'll probably say go with maybe a 4 out of 5 for the whole thing. I thought it was dope. Oh yeah, we went through that already. What match are we going to next? I think we go to we've covered the Women's Royal Rumble already. We've covered Alexa. Oh, we gotta go. No, we have to go to Women's Royal Rumble. That's what we haven't done. So, Women's Royal Rumble matchup. Yeah, another great story here, to be fair, in terms of winners and stuff like that. Bray's theme song, it says "Die for me, brother," and since at least unconfirmed Howdy Bro Dallas is why he jumped. That's not a bad shout. I don't think that's the reason why that's the music, because he's been having that music since he came in, but it's not a bad shout at all. I don't think, and I'm probably 100% wrong here, because obviously there's still Alexa, but it feels like to me that Uncle Howdy won't be bothering Bray anymore, because Bray's chosen to embrace that side now, and he doesn't need to. So that's honestly what I feel about that. Women's Royal Rumble match, another great Royal Rumble. Very happy with this. I've got one here with to be continued list, but that's not, you know what I mean, it's been 14 hours ago. So, Women's Royal Rumble match. Really good. Early in the match, the first person out, Rhea Ripley. She starts this, and I'm not mad at it at all. It's crazy. I think I heard that she had dislocated her knee. She's put up a picture of the night after, without all the makeup on and all that stuff. Yeah, pretty cold. Pretty cold what happened there. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think first, man. You guys let me know what you think of the Women's Royal Rumble first, because while we was doing it, everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. I'll tell you one funny thing from this, which it dawned on me after. I wasn't mad at it within. So the number 30 entrance for the women was Nia Jax. To be fair to Nia Jax, she actually got a big pop from the crowd when she returned. But I think the crowd just interested in popping for people, because straight after, I don't think they really cared that she was there. She got in before a timer. I think the timer got down to 7 and she had walked out. And obviously there's the gaff going around with that is the fact that, of course, Nia Jax botches her flipping her timer to come out, which is, yeah, it's a bit of a deep one still. But she did come out. She yeah, man, she got, oh no, man, she was all right still. You know what I mean? They did do this thing where she got in the ring, and then the people in the ring kind of just rushed her. There's about 8 to 9 women in the ring. They all looked at each other and just jumped on her, bro. They was not having it. Which I thought that was pretty cool from them. Again, story building in this, good. Not as much as the men's. We had some people in there that we didn't know. We had Roxanne Perez, WWE NXT Women's Champion. I thought that was cool. I think she deserves a chance. We had Natty return. Not a massive thing for me. I have to be honest. Like, she doesn't feel like she left the roster. The biggest one for me was the arrival of Asuka. But Asuka was pretty much Kana. We know that. She was pretty much Kana. She had the makeup, the clown kind of makeup, the short hair. People were talking about it while the show was on as well, because I was saying to people in the show that if you watch her YouTube channel, she was in Japan. She was vlogging and stuff like that. And I said in the stream, well, it's very easy. You can upload a vlog whenever you want. So maybe that's what she was doing, and it seemed like that's what happened. And everyone was really excited to see her. She came up with this great mask when she returned. It was almost like a Japanese version of the Thriller mask, the way the hair was flowing and stuff like that. So I thought that was cool with her. Obviously, we got, for me, this was good. And if people don't know, give her a chance, because Piper Niven comes out. She comes out as Piper Niven, formerly known Dewdrop, and before that, formerly known Piper Niven again. Yes, of course, she looks the same. But her wrestling style, we're back to the old Piper Niven wrestling style. I told people before she came in, she wrestles like Kevin Owens. She wrestled like the female Kevin Owens, and she didn't disappoint. She mopped up in this match. She kicked ass in this match. I think she was so good. I rate her a lot for that, and she stayed in the ring a long time as well. So that was pretty cool. Big up to her. We also got probably my favorite, personal favorite, Miss Chelsea Green, the hot mess. Now, there's one big problem with Chelsea Green coming out. She made a big entrance. Fans were really happy. We didn't get Zack Ryder, which I thought we was going to do, but we did. We didn't. And when she got to the ring and walked in, she got thrown straight out. And now she holds the record for being eliminated the quickest ever in a Royal Rumble. I don't know what the seconds was. It must be 3 seconds, because she got in and Rhea Ripley threw her straight out. Very interesting. Dope though. Ravi says, not like most girls, Nia Jax Steckers. Hey Savage, how I love the Royal Rumble background. I'm loving the new Bray mask and the red eye contacts. That was creepy. Also that pop and Sammy turned. Yeah, man, we're gonna get to Sammy and Roman after, bro. Stick around, bro. Dude, welcome back, Piper Niven. Thank you very much, man. Piper Niven is a different breed, man, and hopefully they can book her properly. Andrew said, are you getting 2K23 in 2 months, and which version are you getting, normal, icon, or Dulux? You want me to be 100% honest? The only time I'd ever buy icon is if they're going to give me something special. If they give me some John Cena signed merch or something, I'll get that. But I'll just get the regular one, to be honest, bro. I actually like building my way up through the game and getting people and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. Where else was we? So we got Chelsea Green. We got Michelle McCool at number 25. This was funny because Michelle McCool, all night, we could see her in the crowd with her daughter, obviously Undertaker's daughter as well. And then all of us recognize her music, so it goes off. And then everyone's thinking, isn't she in the crowd though? She stands up looking very confused, and her daughter looks amazed. And then she gets in the ring, incredible shape. I rate that a lot. She didn't let herself go. Incredible shape. She gets in UGG boots and starts kicking ass, and she actually kicks ass for a while. So I was very happy about that. Big up to Michelle McCool. I'm always happy to see divas of the past, women wrestlers of the past. Let me not even call them divas anymore, but they went through a different time in wrestling where people wasn't taking the women's wrestling as serious. So anytime they come back now, where in the time where we do, I always like to give them their flowers and appreciate them a little bit more. So I had fun with that, man. That she came in, and she deserved the pop she got. She was number 25. I think we also got Indy Hartwell coming out as well. We got Shotzi in this match. A few different people in this match, man. Chelsea Green's is 5 seconds. That's how quick her elimination was. Fastest elimination in history. Any big spots in this match? Yeah, there was some jammy stuff in this match. There was a move where Rhea Ripley tried to get Nia Jax with it, and I think all of us could tell that she wasn't going to be able to body slam her. She dropped her, which is quite funny that you botched a move on Nia Jax, but it is what it is. And then she did end up getting up for a riptide, and as much as it didn't look as fluid, it's somebody doing a move to Nia Jax, bro. Nia Jax is not the smallest person, with all due respect. So the fact that she was able to do that, I thought was pretty impressive. But yeah, I'm happy with that, man. I'm really happy about the Oscar thing. Really happy about Dewdrop, and of course, the Dewdrop thing. She's Piper Niven now, but she was out injured for a while, so it was good to see her come back. And obviously Oscar Connor, the murder clown, man. If anyone ain't happy to see that, then I don't know what to say about it, you know what I mean. Few honorable mentions in this match. I'll say that we'll big up Damage Control in this match. They did really well. Also, what I forgot to mention is in the match prior with the men's Royal Rumble, was it the men's Royal Rumble? No, yeah, it was the men's Royal Rumble. So obviously Edge came back and he took out the whole of the Judgment Day himself, apart from Dominic. and then they came back in the ring and threw him out. And when after that, he had followed them up the ramp and chased them to try and fight them again. He was beating them on his own. Rhea Ripley comes out, stops Edge, and then behind Rhea Ripley, Beth Phoenix comes out and spears her, which obviously you get that it shortens the odds for Rhea Ripley in the Royal Rumble because she goes into the Royal Rumble with hurt ribs as well. So that made it even cool. Beth Phoenix looked great, but she wasn't in the Rumble. That was a strange one for me, that she wasn't in the Rumble. But hey, what did you do, man? It is what it is. Also, another honorable mention for the match. I have to say this. Liv Morgan was great in this match, bro. She made everybody stand up and recognize her again, which she always does. And only 4 months ago, she was the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion. So for her to put in the effort like she did last night, I applaud that. She was really good. Tegan Knox was in there helping her out as well. Tegan Knox was actually really good in this match. She was actually really good. So that was good. Big up Nev. What's happening, Savage? Hope you well. I'm good, brother. Hope you well, man. Deontay says Michelle McCool looked fantastic. She looked 10 years younger, bro. That WrestleMania 39 video package featured Undertaker. Zero News tweeted after GIF. WrestleMania behind him. Future tweet. Very interesting. 2 months. See what happens. I don't think we get Undertaker, but it's not a bad shout. I don't think she should have been in the match, but I wouldn't have minded seeing her. But obviously, WWE Vengeance Day next week. Going to be very interesting. Yeah, you did say that, Nev. You actually did say that. I don't know a damn thing about Chelsea Green, man. Get to know, bro. Chelsea Green, the hot mess, bro. She's big on the scene, bro. Go check out the stuff from Impact back in the day, and that she's been doing the circuit, so she's actually been fighting men as well. Liv Morgan needs to go heel now. Yeah, I think I agree on that, man. She's so good. It can be where you end up wasting her talent because she's really good. But yeah. Also, a question is, I think what I said about the men's Royal Rumble, I think they might stop that thing with Kofi now because no point doing it anymore. Also, Pat McAfee returned in the men's Royal Rumble for the commentary, and damn, that man was missed, bro. The commentary hasn't even been bad, but it was way more incredible with him there, I have to say. And I really enjoyed it. So yeah, man. I think we know what match I'm about to move on to. If you guys have got anything else to say in the comment section, you could gladly do that. But for me, the match we're about to talk about is only January now. Nev says, what have I missed for the stream? Oh, it's only a short stream, so pretty much everything. We're on the last match now, but we're just going over the stuff. I'll say for the Women's Royal Rumble as well, I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. Happy about the finish, though. Very happy. Oh, yeah, let me talk about how the finish. So it finished with Asuka and Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. And they were on the apron. And it looked like Rhea Ripley was going to win the match. Then it looked like Liv Morgan was going to win the match. And what happened is Asuka tried to give Rhea Ripley the mist, and she missed and got Liv Morgan. And then Liv Morgan managed to get her out of the ring, but then she couldn't see to get Rhea Ripley, and then Rhea Ripley grabbed her, threw her out. Dope. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, we don't all think that. A lot of people were happy about it. So here we go, man. Here we go. The final match we're going to talk about. And goddamn, what a match it was. Roman Reigns versus KO. This match on its own was incredible. We had near falls. We had stunners. We had pop-up power bombs. We had Superman punches. We had spears. We had everything. We had storytelling all the way through. The way this match kicked off was that when Roman came to the ring, he came to the ring with only Paul Heyman and Sami Zayn. Now, people who were doing the watch along with me will recall me saying at the time, surely the Usos have to be in the building, but the way they sold it is that there's no Usos, there's no Solo, it's just Sami Zayn. And from the beginning of the match, Roman doing his slow, methodical thing throughout the match. He was talking to Sami. When he was beating up Kevin, he was telling Sami, like, this is how you do it. This is what you do to be on top. And it was going like that throughout. As time went on in the match, obviously Roman was was starting to struggle with trying to put Kevin away because he's kicking out of everything now. I have to say for Kevin Owens, he did everything in this match. He put everything on the line. He sent Swanton Bomb, Cannonball, Pop-Up Power Bomb, Stone Cold Stunner. He did everything. And he couldn't put Roman away either. Now we got to the point in the match where Roman picks up Kevin. I think it was a Samoan drop he went for, went into the referee, knocks the ref out, and then obviously we know what we're getting again then because Roman gets stunned. KO goes for the pin. Everyone starts counting. I think they get to like number 14 and the ref's still down. Roman tries to take over this match, gives Kevin Owens a low blow, and then tells Sammy to go get the chair. Sammy responds with, "You told me not to do anything, so I'm not doing it." And then Roman shouts at him and tells him to get the chair. And then we get the same hesitation that we had prior, where Sami Zayn didn't want to do it. There's a point where Roman's asking for the chair. Sammy holds it from the outside and just looks at him. He just looks at him, and at this point, I'm thinking he's going to throw this chair to Kevin Owens. He doesn't in the end. He stalls enough where KO gets back on top. It ain't enough in the end. Roman hits him with a Superman punch, tries to get Papa Bomb him again, spears him, and 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns wins. And here comes the test. The biggest test. Now, anyone go to my preview, and I said that I think Roman's test will be he's going to leave Sammy to leave KO bloody in the ring. He's going to need him to destroy him. And what do you know? The match finishes. In fact, there is one thing I missed out. On the outside of the ring, because Sammy doesn't listen to what Roman says, and then basically telling Roman, just end it, you can end it now. Roman grabs KO. This is one of the most brutal things I've seen in wrestling. He grabs KO by the face, and he slams the back of KO's head onto the steps. And he just looks at Sammy. Then he grabs him again and does it again. Then he rolls him in the ring. Then he picks him up, hits him with the spear, and 1, 2, 3. And that's how the match ends. Once the graphic comes back and everyone's throwing up the ones, Sammy looks very disheveled and confused. And all of a sudden, the Usos are there. Solo's there. And then they think it's all over until Roman says, "It's not over, Sammy. Here's your test." They pull out handcuffs. 2 sets of handcuffs. And Sammy just looks petrified about this. And I can't lie, man. Anyone who's invested in wrestling personally, anyone who loves Sami Zayn or loves Roman or the bloodline or loves the whole thing, you felt it in this moment that Sammy is going to have to choose. And it felt like at one point he's not going to choose his friend. But there's always this thing where it's like, yo, I just thought they were going to end up beating up Sammy because he wasn't going to help. The Usos handcuffed KO to the ropes in a crucifix position. And I have to say, I think it was 8 super kicks to the face they gave him. But that's one after, so that's each. And then a double one, then an extra one. Then they send Solo over there to beat him up as well. And then Roman says, "Get the chair." He gets the chair, and Roman's holding it, and Roman's about to kill him. And this is the most brutal thing, because he's about to kill him. As Roman goes to hit KO with the chair, who's handcuffed, Sami Zayn steps in the way, and the crowd go absolutely wild. Nothing has even happened yet. The crowd go absolutely wild. The fact that they can't believe Sami does it. He steps in the way, and he tells Roman, "It's beneath you. You don't need to do this. You shouldn't be doing this." Roman agrees, accepts, and says, "Okay, you're right. I shouldn't be doing this." Hands Sami Zayn the chair and says, "You should be doing it." Sami doesn't want to do it, of course. Roman is pretty much saying to him, "You need to do it." Not doing it, he starts slapping Sami in the face, starts mushing him. And at this point, I don't know if everyone else felt this, but everyone in the watch along did. All I felt was Triple H, there's always a plan B. And I had Seth Rollins in my head the whole time because you could not tell what Sami was going to do, but it felt like Sami was going to hit Roman. If anyone watches my watch along, I was screaming, not only is he going to hit Roman, he's going to take out the bloodline with the chair. I thought if he takes out Roman, he can hit Jimmy and Jay quickly, hit Solo and get out. Well, this is what happened next. As you can see, KO in the crucifix position. Sami hits Roman, and yeah, the crowd go absolutely crazy. The new biggest babyface in the building was born. At this point, I'm feeling sorry for Cody Rhodes because just only half an hour ago, Cody Rhodes was the biggest babyface in the company, and with this one chair shot, Sami Zayn becomes the biggest babyface in the company. And you see the look on Roman's face, you see the look on Sami's face, the shock on Jimmy's, and please peep the face of Jey Uso. Because the reaction what Jey gives, first of all, the greatest part of this reaction is the fact that there is no reaction. You would think that the initial thing to do is you just smash my cousin over the back with a steel stair, with a chair, the tribal chief, we gotta get you. They don't respond straight away, they just stand there looking shocked. Jimmy looks extra shocked. Jey looks distraught. But the killer is Jay's not distraught because Roman's been hit with the chair. He's distraught that Sami done it because he loves Sami now, and all he does is gets mad at Sami without doing anything. Then Jimmy hits him with the super kick reluctantly. He really doesn't want to hit him with the super kick. Sami's down then, and yeah, after that, Jimmy goes to work on him. Jey stands there crying. Paul's losing his mind. Roman's got shock on his face. Solo standing in the corner. Once Jimmy beats the shit out of him, Solo jumps over and beats the shit out of him again. And then he goes to work on him as well. Then Roman jumps on him and beats him up. Jey rolls out the ring. And the look he gives Roman is to say, Roman, this is your fault. And turns his back on the bloodline. Now, is this a guaranteed turn? Probably not. Will they probably make Solo and Jey fight? I hope they do. In fact, I hope they make Jimmy and Jey fight each other. And then, Jey can continue with the bloodline after he loses, but I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, I thought that was cold. It was incredible storytelling. Jey walks off. I thought Jey was going to turn back because he was toying with himself as he was walking up the entrance, but he doesn't seem to do that. He actually just leaves. And then yeah, Roman carries on going to town on Sami. Doesn't stop, gets the chair, and goes to work on him. And I'm talking about Lita and Austin. If anyone knows what Austin did to Lita when he was tag teaming Triple H, he went to town with the chair shots non-stop over and over and over and over and over again. Very reminiscent of The Shield and Seth Rollins. In fact, it was almost identical. The way Roman took the chair shot, the way he turned around, the way that when Seth turned and was hitting Roman with the chair is the same way Roman did it to Sami. Then what they do is they take the rosary, the Samoan rosary, and Roman, this is the most beautiful thing, he picks it apart, the rose petals, and he just drops it on Sami like it's a funeral. Just drops it on him. And I have to say, the biggest crowd chant I heard for a heel prior to this was Roman Reigns after he beat The Undertaker. But back then when they were booing Roman, they hated him because he beat The Undertaker. Like, they just didn't like Roman at the time. They wouldn't let him talk for 14 minutes straight. They just wanted him out of there. This was completely different. This was as a fan base loving the storyline, but also feeling that the biggest babyface in the company just got took out by the biggest heel in the company. And the chance what followed was so unexpected. This was the chant. I'm not going to say the whole thing because I'm not going to try and get my thing struck down, but the chant was, F you, Roman. F you, Roman. This is kids. This is women. This is men. This is moms. This is dads. This is nans. This is grandmas. This is these people in the crowd who all have their kids with them. F you, Roman. In unison. People with bloodline tops on. People with honorary ooze tops on are at the top of their voice. F you, Roman. F you, Roman. And in that moment, the bloodline turn, leave the ring. You've got KO in the same crucifix position, dying. Sami's on the floor, dead. Jimmy rips the honorary shirt off him, the honorary ooze shirt, and tries to tear that up as he goes along and holds it up as he walks out. And as they go to leave the ring, Jimmy just looks at KO and super kicks him again, then walks out. They all hit the ones on the ramp. And that was the end of Royal Rumble 2023. And it was goddamn incredible. And I would watch it over and over again. In fact, I am going to go watch it again in a minute. I need to catch my son's reaction to the final match. So hopefully, if he started watching it again now, I can go watch it with him. I thought it was incredible. I'm going to take some comments from the comment section to drop them in there. We're going to go for a full hour, so we've got about 3 minutes left on the stream. Even though this is an hour still a long time, it feels quicker than normal. But I do want to make the live streams more concise from now on, and that's so I can do more. More chat to everyone who didn't come to the preview before. I definitely want to do more on this channel. We're coming up to the end of January now. By the time the end of January / the 1st of February, there will be new Demon Team memberships on the channel. There will be tiers. The tiers will grant you different benefits. At the moment, I don't know what they are. I'm working on them behind the scenes. When the merch comes, there'll probably be discounts for the people who have got different tiers. We're going to be doing retro Raw watch-alongs and reactions, retro SmackDown watch-alongs and reactions, some rating video. We're going to do it all. So I need you all with me. If you want news videos, we can do that as well. I don't really do the rumors. We know that already. Elimination Chamber watch-along, of course, that's going to happen as well. Access to your own Discord, you're going to get that as well. We're going to do it, man. We're going to do it big, man. So you guys stick around and I'll make it happen. When that merch drops, I'm making sure that this merch is top for you guys, bro. It's going to be all wrestling themed. But I don't want to give you guys some rubbish. I want it dope, so we're definitely going to do that. Nev says, I felt the pain when he done that. I feel you, bro. Interesting to see what happened with Jay. Storytelling, yeah. Super kick crazy. Dope. Definitely had the feel of the Shield breakup with the chair. The thing is, like, that was so great that I think he was actually better than the Shield one. And I'm the biggest fan of the Shield. But actually felt like it was better, which is kind of unheard of. I don't think anyone expects me to say that, but I do believe so. I think all of us fans were hoping for The Rock to appear, but we have 2 months, so anything can happen. I don't know why anyone was expecting it. The Rock never said anything. I don't know why. Nev said I was shocked by the response. It was incredible. You're doing an Elimination Chamber watch along. You're damn right I am. I don't see The Rock appearing. In fact, if he appears, he might appear at WrestleMania and not say anything. The best thing for The Rock to do is appear and have a year to build up to him going against Roman, because I think when The Rock fights Roman, there won't be no title there anyway. So it'd be perfect if this happens and Cody Rhodes beats Roman, then when Cody leaves the ring after his celebration and Roman's left in the ring, then if you smell, Rock comes out, just stares at Roman, the crowd go crazy. Rock points to the WrestleMania sign and leaves. No Nakamura. Yeah, but he's been performing in New Japan, hasn't he? Well, not New Japan, in Japan. Appreciate the stream as always, and future content for you. Yeah, man. I'm making sure that I put the people first, and we're gonna get it going, man. So big up to everyone who's coming along to this live stream, this WWE 2023 Royal Rumble review show. We're gonna do more. Of course, we're gonna do prediction shows in the future again. We're gonna do watch-alongs. We're gonna keep it going bit by bit. Reaction videos all week. Of course, that's going to happen as well. WWE debut videos, they start on February the 1st as well. Pretty much February the 1st, just look forward to a few things over there, and we'll chop it up, definitely. You inspire me to come back myself. Big up, bro, every time, man. Jack LaBombard, how's your day been? Big up, Jack, I'm good, bro. Yeah, man, nothing wrong with just being busy, man. You guys already know. That's another thing what's going to come with the tiers as well. So you guys know that that's going to be on the highest tier. But I'm going to give people advice on how to start YouTube channels. I'm going to give you the Amazon list for your equipment, for people with a big budget, people with no budget, people with hardly anything. We're going to do it, man. So just wait, and I'll be there, man. And I'll probably have some special guests as well. And you guys will see them special guests in the future. But for now, you already know, man, the rules, bruv. And you know the rules of MTV. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here, bruv. I think I got one more comment. Stay blessed, hold tight, Demon Team run every time, bruv. Hey, listen, can't do this without you lot, man. And obviously you guys can't do it without me either, because it don't really make much sense, does it? But yeah, man. Run.